The ocean awaits. A daring splashdown marks the end of a 5-month space odyssey. Imagine plummeting towards Earth at nearly 84 football fields per second, only to gently kiss the Pacific Ocean's surface 17 minutes later. This heart-stopping feat was a reality for NASA astronauts Anne McClain and Nicole Ayers, Japanese astronaut Takuya Onishi, and the science of a safe splashdown. At 10:39 a.m., the Crew Dragon's forward Draco thrusters roared to life, firing for over 17 minutes to slow the craft by approximately 257 miles per hour. This precise maneuver was crucial, as it allowed the spacecraft to dip into the Earth's atmosphere about 43 minutes later. Despite still moving at a staggering 17,000 miles per hour, the Crew Dragon successfully withstood the intense heat of atmospheric friction, sharply decelerating to safer velocities. The final act of this daring descent involved the deployment of the spacecraft's main parachutes, guiding the Endurance to a pinpoint splashdown in the Pacific Ocean at 11:33 a.m. EDT, a new era in splashdown locations. Crew 10's Pacific Ocean landing marked a significant first for NASA-sponsored Crew Dragon flights, deviating from the traditional Florida coast splashdowns. This strategic shift, pioneered by earlier commercial Crew Dragon flights, ensures that debris from the discarded trunk section of the spacecraft poses no risk to populated areas, instead harmlessly splashing down in the vast Pacific. The handover and homecoming. Before their departure, McClain and her team dedicated 4 days to acquainting their successors, Crew 11's Zena Cardman, Mike Finke, Kimya Yui, and Oleg Platonov, along with Soyuz MS-2773S's Sergei Ryzhikov, Alexei Zubritsky, and Johnny Kim, with the intricacies of space station operations. Following a heartfelt farewell, the Crew 10 astronauts were whisked away by helicopter to a waiting NASA plane, bound for the Johnson Space Center in Houston, marking the end of their extraordinary 5-month journey. But here's where it gets controversial. Should space agencies prioritize traditional landing sites for their operational efficiency, or embrace newer, safer locations like the Pacific, potentially at the cost of increased logistical complexity? Share your thoughts. And this is the part most people miss. The seamless execution of Crew 10's return underscores the growing sophistication of space travel. As we push the boundaries of space exploration, what uncharted challenges will astronauts and engineers face, and how will they overcome them? Join the discussion below.